What's up, Knife Tube? It's Diamond Cut Steel, and you guys are going to learn something today. All right, so what we're going to do, we've got this D2 Nova, Kubey Nova, that I won on Jared's Whatnot auction. It had one of his edges on it, but you know, it was okay. You could tell he had used it. He touched it up, but it was okay. Can't use it for the test though. So we're going to throw a quick edge on it and cut test this bad boy. If you guys have watched videos, y'all know I speak very highly of Kubey D2. I say it and Petrified Fish do the best D2 or K110 coming out of China, no doubt. Kubey does the best. They're consistently good. We're going to use the THLEITE 400, and then I'm going to actually use one of those $8 glass bottom stones I showed you guys. We're going to use the 1000, which is really more about a 600. Should be a perfect, nice, aggressive edge for D2. Just going to do fantastic in the cut test. So we need to set this edge at about 17 degrees per side, which is about where it looks like Jared had it. I just knocked the apex. Well, just knock that old used apex off of it. That actually feels pretty close to 17 degrees per side where he had it. So we're just going to go ahead and set it there. And this is the THLEITE 400. I really like this stone. As you can see, it removes D2 no problemo. And actually, Kubey runs their D2 harder than most. No problem. We could speed it up and go diamond, but I don't want to. We're going to make this a it's going to be a longer video because it's going to be a sharpening and a cut test. But I really do like Kubey D2. You get a lot of performance for your dollar from when you buy a D2 knife from Kubey. But we want a nice aggressive edge. I could just go straight off this 400, but I'm going to take it a little bit finer than that, up to what is about 600. Good. We almost have a buff. Okay, should be. Okay. Looking good. Can y'all see? Yeah. And as you can see, this 400 THLEITE 400, it will remove some steel. You said this is harder D2, and it's handling it no problem. And remove steel quite quickly. Looking good. Okay. I do want to remove, because I'm sure that was the first edge that was on it that Jared put. So I do want to go ahead and remove a little bit more steel, so we're, you know, more like 3 sharpenings in instead of 2. Make sure any of that fatigued factory edge steel is gone. So I'm just removing a little bit of extra steel, you know. I really do love this stone. It's hard to believe this come out of a $53 set of stones. This stone really is it's a winner, man. It's just good. If y'all haven't bought you one of them THLEITE sets, I'll have the link in the pinned comment. Y'all need to get you one, especially while they're still on sale for $53.99. That is a hell of a set of stones for $54. I mean, like, seriously, you can't ask for much more. It's just a hell of a good performing set of stones for, you know, very little money. Comes with a nice stone holder, a nice flattening stone. I mean, by the time you know, that stone holder is $20 by itself. $15 or so for the flattening stones. That's $35. I mean, by the time you put all the extras that it comes with, you pay them a couple dollars a stone. And those stones perform really nicely. All of them. You know, the 3K and 8K, yeah, they're on the soft side. You gotta watch what you're doing. But man, they polish good. Those stones really do polish impressive. You just got to be careful because they are soft. Now the 401K, they're not soft at all. You're good to go on them. Now this is a 1K. This is like a $6 stone. In fact, yeah, this is not actually the glass bottom one. It's the whatever that brand is, RYE, Ryrum. Says it's a 1000. It's not. It's more like about a 600, but a nice fast cutting 600, and leaves a really nice consistent scratch pattern. I like this stone. It's a hell for $5.99. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's just too good. telling y'all, you've never, whoops. If y'all have never used, come on, bro. Oh, it's stone dry. I was about to say, what the hell? No, I'm not off angle. The noise startled me. Then, like, wait a minute, am I off angle? No way. The stone is kind of thirsty. You got to constantly apply water to it. See, already need more water, but I've got it pretty much in direct sunlight right now. Probably needed to soak it a little longer. So, anyways, here's where we're at. Finish. Nice aggressive finish. Probably, like I said, 600-700 grit. It's gonna be about perfect for this knife, or for this steel. Gonna be fantastic for this test. Okay, we're gonna go at sharpening angle. This is some of Lacey's 7.5 micron. Hit it on a couple passes on 5 micron. Just make sure we got any burr over here. And we'll go 1 pass on 1/4 micron. Okay. That should have lots of bite and good keenness. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we want. Lots of bite, good keenness. Perfect edge. I can feel the steel has plenty of bite, and that's what you want with D2. You don't ever want to. I could have probably just come straight off the 7.5 micron and been fine. It would have it would have just been extremely aggressive. But let me tone it down just a little bit. You don't need it that aggressive. We brought up the keenness a little bit. Still got plenty of bite though, just how D2 wants. The type of edge D2 wants. Good keenness, and damn, my pinky's tore up. Let's do it. All right, so if y'all have heard me talk, I really do speak very highly of Kubey Steel, man. They got their shit together when it comes to D2. All right, we got our card. All right, let's get to it. It's a good cutting edge, buddy. It's a very, very good cutting edge. 10. Let's check it. Beautiful. You know, petrified fish, K110 did 90 cuts, I believe. I expect this D2 to do a little better than that. Going off of, you know, normal perform, you know, how I know Kubey D2 performs. So yeah, the K110 did 90. Kubey runs theirs a little harder than petrified fish runs K110. So I you know, judging off of like using these knives, let's say like perceived edge retention is probably 10, 15, 20% higher. So I'm expecting probably 100, 110. The hell's on that knife handle? Something sticky. What the hell is that? Oh, that's off of that adhesive off that Band-Aid. Yeah, that's what it is. Looking good. Beautiful. Man, that edge cut's good. I tell y'all, don't ever be scared to buy a Kubey D2. It performs insane. New piece of paper. It performs so good. Not even thinking about slowing down. Whoop. Hey, hey. No. Yeah, looking good. I think there was just a little bit of schmutz on the edge. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. We're good. Okay. It is starting to, I do feel, oh, it's still good, but I feel a little bit of degradation. Yeah, little teeny bit. No catches though. Yeah, it's looking good. I don't see any glinting at all. How many is that? 67. It's 80 cuts. We're easily gonna get, is that 80? That's 80 cuts. We're easily gonna get the K110. I can definitely say I can start to feel the bite relaxing a little bit. That's 90, so that's where we was with the K110. Oh, maybe maybe we're gonna be tied. No. Oh, I don't know, guys. I think that might be it. I do believe that's it. That one. Yeah. I may may have to call it, I do believe. I don't know that cut. No. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Wow. I don't see any little dings. I do got a little glinting right here, but very, very minimal. Very minimal. Let me check something. Because I'm gonna wipe this edge off on my shirt. Just make sure it ain't no schmutz causing it. See. Yes, you see now it's cutting. But there's still one little catch right there. But I don't see it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, we're gonna call it for sure. That's weird. I don't see the kit. I do see a slight glint. Right there. Right there. Man, that's teeny though. It's hard to believe that's causing it to rip that paper. I guess petrified fish didn't want to be beat. Well, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. That's it. Well, Kubey D2 tied petrified fish. I do say petrified fish is K110 and Kubey D2 is the best coming out of China. You know, in my opinion, the Kubey's D2 performs a little better. It holds the edge a little bit longer, it seems. Yeah, I did expect it to go, you know, at least 10 or 15%. I expected 100 at minimum. I was expecting, you know, 100 to 110. That's kind of where I was expecting that test to go. But, well, there's your numbers. So, Kubey D2 with a Atoma 400. No, I'm sorry. Hell, I wrote that down. I thought I was going to do it on a Atoma 400. I need to change that. Okay, we finished that on that $7 or $6 1K stone. That is about 600 grit. So yeah, 600-700, something like that. I'm glad I caught that because I want to, you know, I want to keep the edge finishes. I thought I was going to do it Atoma 400, and that's maybe what we should have did it with. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out a half hour with me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Kubey D2 ain't no slouch. It performed just as I expect. Well, it performed great like I knew it would. I did expect it to go a little longer. But I will say that stone and then running it across that strop progression did polish it a little more than I wanted. Had I done it on the Atoma 400, I probably would have got more cuts. I mean, it's still got a lot of bite. I'm not saying that way. That's still a very toothy edge, but that strop running across that strop progression like that did start to brighten it a little more than I wanted. But there's your numbers. D2 from Kubey, excellent stuff. If you like any of the designs, don't be shy about picking them up. They're a great value. Their knives are always done great. The D2 is phenomenal. I mean, when you can pick these knives up from, you know, the $40 or so Kubeys on White Mountain Knives, when they run themselves, you can get them for like what, $26, $27 shipped. Come on, man, that's a hell of a knife for that price. They, you know, that's a lot of performance for under $30. But there's the number. I hope you guys enjoyed it and have a good day.